kind of like trolling, I guess, but like they're in the audience, so it's completely optional. Anyway, so we'll begin. So welcome to my talk show. I'm your host, That One Rebel. This is my talk show, Late Night Rebel, and we have our special guest here, Beeowitch. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello. So this is your first time here, so I have a lot of questions. And my first question I wanted to ask you is, tell me a little bit about yourself. What I mean by that is, for those people who don't know who you are, there's definitely people watching right now who know nothing about you. So what's the best way to describe yourself for people out there?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm really stupid. I just joke around a lot. We have a lot of fun on our stream. I like to spread positivity. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of times people will come in and they'll be having like issues and stuff and we talk through it.
Mm-hmm.
And then other times we're just running around and I don't know, memeing. But I don't know. I'm just chill, I guess.
Okay, I get you. All right. So one of my first questions I want to ask is, I always ask this person. It seems kind of, I always ask it, but it's an important question. How did you end up in VR chat? Like, how did you end up playing VR chat and uh, being a part of this world?
Honestly, I didn't even know VR was a thing. Like when I first started getting into VR chat, I thought like we weren't into the future enough for that kind of stuff yet.
Mm-hmm.
But then a friend of mine was like, "Hey, you should try this." I had never watched any streams or YouTube videos, so I went in completely blind. And I remember the first thing I saw was some guy ran up to me in a Shaggy avatar, and he had a Scooby Doo friend with him, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to buy my dog, man?" And I was hooked after that. I was like, "This is hilarious," and I don't know, I just never left after that, and I've been here for
Okay. How
about
long?
a little over a year.
Okay, I was about to ask, like, how long was that ago? Because I always ask. I always wanted to know, like, how long you been playing.
Yeah, year and a half, maybe, something like that.
Okay, interesting. All right. Does that mean you know about like you got into Knuckles and stuff? That seems like old memes now.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
What's your experience with you got in Knuckles? Did you like it? Did you think it was funny, or just like, oh, that was boring, that was stupid?
Um, I honestly like anything that becomes enough of a meme to spread all throughout VR chat
Okay.
because it allows people to be creative and make silly avatars and so I don't know, I like it.
All right. Can you tell me a little bit about your avatar? Like everybody in VR chat has, you have an option of obviously picking what you want. You can either commission someone to build an avatar for you, or use a public one, or you make something for yourself. So I always ask, do you have an avatar that represents you, and how does it speak to you?
I honestly think this one does the most. I have been trying to do a thing where I just keep the same base and hair
Mm-hmm.
color and I change up the hair and the style because I like change a lot, and I had this bad habit of switching avatars constantly, but I wanted a little bit of consistency. So now I'm paying the guy who has the base to
Mm-hmm.
put different clothes and stuff on her every now and then.
Nice. That's
I use a
awesome.
lot of lolly avatars too, though, but they all have the horns,
Mm-hmm.
usually the band-aid and the same hair color.
Okay. So, speaking of avatars and stuff like that, do you ever want to get something from scratch, or are you happy with what you have now? Because I've always wondered, a lot of people like to use TDA and MMDs, but some people do want to go out there like, this is all made from scratch. I own this, so I'm always just curious if you want to go to that route eventually.
Actually, I did that with a nurse avatar, but unfortunately she doesn't work in full body at all.
Oh.
So yeah, she's a little scuffed. But most of the stuff that I get is I'll like buy it and then
Mm-hmm.
I add my own stuff to it.
Yeah,
I don't use just basic public avatars anymore because I really, really like to add my own layer.
I get you.
But
Uh,
doing it from scratch would be cool. It's
yeah.
just kind of expensive, I think.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Most avatars from scratch cost hundreds, if not upwards to like 1,000. If you want to go like real high end, it can cost like three
Yeah.
grand. But hey, you own it,
Something
right?
I'd love to see is in VR chat, I'd love to see more like curvy models. Like there's a lot that like oh god.
Public thrust.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't just mean like slightly curvy. I mean I want to see like bigger women represented, honestly.
Okay.
So I don't know. I might like commission that sometime in the future, having just a bit of a more curvy model, and yeah.
I have the perfect person that can do that for you. I have a good friend of mine who makes stuff from scratch. Her name is Lara121. A good friend of mine. She does everything from scratch, and she does all the work for you, full body, everything. And she does like her whole thing is like thick models, like, and her world's called the thickening, and like it's a bunch of like just thick women. So if you're into that
I'll
sort
have
of
to go
thing,
there
yeah.
after this and check that out.
It might be broken the world because the last time I went there, I think it broke. Like you just keep falling for the world, but the
Oh
avatars
no.
should be still there and they work, and you can always hire her. Well, I won't lie to you. Her commission list is like a year, I think. It's that's how long
Oh
it is.
jeez.
Yeah, and her avatars cost I think upwards to 1,000, but you can also skip the line if you pay enough money. So there's also that as well. So yeah, there's definitely people out there that make avatars of any shape and anything you want. So I don't know. I consider myself my avatar thick, but you know, if you want to be more thick, there's always I would hit up Lara. So
Sounds
anyway,
good. Thank you so much for the information.
of course, I'm always happy to help. So tell me some stories that you remember from the early days of VR chat. Do you remember anything that was funny or embarrassing, or you know, I was like, oh, that was a funny time, or you know, you said the story about Shaggy, but do you have any other ones?
Honestly, my time in VR chat has been kind of a blur because so much happens every single day. But I mean, I met my husband in VR chat.
Well, you legit? Wait, for real?
Yeah, yeah. We met in VR chat. He was playing Never Have I Ever. He was the host, and
Mm-hmm.
after he was done hosting, I mean, he asked the most out of the box questions, and I don't know. I like I'm really drawn in by people who are super unique or like kind of out of the box,
Mm-hmm.
not the norm.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up just playing with us, and he was super honest when he was responding to like, moving forward to things that most people probably wouldn't move forward for.
Yeah.
And so I added him. We became best friends very quickly. We talked every single day. I was in a relationship in real life at the time that wasn't healthy,
Okay.
and he was in one online that also wasn't healthy. And yeah, we ended up being friends for a long time, and then he moved in with me in real life. He drove 36 hours and never left. And he's still here.
Damn, that's crazy. Like I only know a few people that like actually. I know people date and you know have sim families and all that stuff in VR chat, but to actually get married, like that's like
Yeah, the
what?
marriage is relatively new.
Okay, how long have you been married? If I can
Yeah,
ask.
only a couple of months, but we've lived together for a little over a year, I
Okay.
think now. So we were only friends maybe 5 months before he moved in with me.
Damn. That's crazy. Like I never thought of playing VR chat. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna find someone and get married and move in with. I never that never crossed my mind.
Well,
I've heard about that in like World of Warcraft, but you know, but not in VR
the thing
chat.
about VR chat
Mhm.
that's great is we already had Tinder, we already had Facebook and stuff like that, but you were missing something vital to creating really intense relationships that can be online rather
Mhm.
than just in person, and that's body language. Like
Yeah.
you can do all of those things that you can do in real life, minus feeling things, except for, with phantom touch and everything.
Yeah.
But it feels like they're actually right next to you when you're in VRC. Like it
Mhm.
genuinely does. And I don't know, I think we bonded a lot more intensely than we would have if it was Facebook or Tinder or something like that.
Yeah. I,
Even other video games.
yeah. I feel like because it's in VR and because you can you know basically in VR chat, we're all trying to like represent something, and we're all kind of like not all of us are human, but you know what I mean. Like we're all trying to like just hang out and cuddle and have good times and chill and play games. It's not like we're playing like a you know Halo or something. The objective is just kill the other team. Like we're
Yeah.
just hanging out. So this is a social game, and it always just like warms my heart. You know that people. Not only people date and have relationships, but like people actually get married. I think you're now I think the fourth person or fifth person that I've met in VR chat that actually got married because of VR chat. So that's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really happy. I had some really, really painful relationships in the past, and this is the
Mhm.
first healthy one I've ever had. And I think it's because we were friends first. We really bonded and got to know each other before,
Mhm.
moving on to anything else. But you had asked about a specific like experience or whatever,
Yeah.
like a memory.
Mhm.
And this is super cheesy. Like I'm sorry, it's super cheesy, but the reason I knew, or the moment I knew rather, that I fell in love with him, we were in a sleeping world, and it was like one of my first times falling asleep in VR. And I'd had a really rough day, and I fell asleep, and we were cuddling, and he didn't fall asleep at all, but he stayed in the same position, like in
Mhm.
VR, for 3 hours. I woke up and he was still holding me in VR, but he was awake.
Aw, that's
And I was like, dude, I'm hooked.
that's a that hey, that's a keeper. If your girl's sleeping and you're cuddling her for 3 hours and you're still awake, hey, that's a real boy right there. That's a real man.
Like, imagine holding your arms like that
Yeah,
though for like 3 hours. Like that's crazy.
yeah,
So yeah,
that's
that's like when I
dedication.
knew. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Is what's his name again in VR chat? 'Cause I think he's trying to join.
Is he?
What's his name?
It's
I
Angry Melons.
Oh no, it's somebody else. Then never mind. I was about
Yeah, I
to.
think he's still asleep.
Okay, I was
He
about to
stayed
say.
up super late last night, like yelling at video games. So he's
As we
knocked
do,
out.
we all yell at video
Yeah,
games at some point
yeah.
in time in our life. I understand video games are a thing, but yeah, I've actually never slept in VR chat. How would you describe your experience?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's the same for anybody else, but sometimes if I sleep in a place that I'm not familiar with,
Yeah.
I have a lot of dreams. Like, I dream more if I
Mhm.
sleep in an unusual place. So when I sleep in VR, I just end up having really crazy dreams. And there were a couple times I woke up and I didn't know where I was, and I got a little scared at first, and then
Mhm.
realized I had a headset on. So I don't know, but
The
it's nice because you can immerse yourself in really calming environments,
yeah.
like a world with rain or, chirping of crickets, like any of that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And frankly, I think I sleep better in VR now than I do not in VR because you can be so immersed in
Mhm.
the relaxing places.
Damn. Yeah, I never slept in VR. I gotten close once because like I was just so tired. But like to me, I just can't. I don't know if I could because like I have this huge, massive headset on, and my head's just like
Yeah.
burning. It's just like I'm dying. So like it just irritates my head, and I can't imagine
Yeah,
like
you
just
gotta
like
find a really
yeah.
comfortable position. It's hard to get comfortable.
So I'd rather just take off my head, throw it off, and just jump in my bed, which is right behind me. So I'd rather do that. But anyway, so tell me about the first time you actually got into VR. Like the first time you put on the headset, you're just like and got into
Oh
VR
my
chat.
God.
How was that experience?
The what headset do you have?
I used to have an Oculus Rift, but now I have the Index.
That's I want to save up for that. But the Oculus, that menu where you first pop up and there's like a robot thing
Yep, and you put in
and it's like
the
flying around.
yep.
I cried. Like because okay, here's the thing. I suffer from mental illness
Mhm.
and um with my mental illness comes a lot of disassociation.
Mhm.
And I deal with that every single day, but when I'm in VR, I don't feel it at all. Like not even a little bit.
Mhm.
So when I put that headset on for the first time, it sounds weird, but because I disassociate so much in real life, to me, somehow everything felt more real.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like it completely kept me focused on what I was looking at, and it was a very, very emotional experience. I just cried.
I want to tell you something. I never told my chat this, but when I had an Oculus Rift and I had the exact same thing that you did, where like it's in the robot and you like throw stuff and you like put in the little
Yeah.
stuff in the video player or whatever in the robot, and I I was just in awe. Like my jaw was hitting the floor. I was just like
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, I was like, oh my god, this is next level. I actually had tears of joy. I wasn't crying, but I had tears of joy. I was just so
Yeah.
excited. I was just because all my friends, I played VR chat first, and then it took me a month before I got VR playing VR chat. I was a desktop user, and when I got that headset, and I just like put it all up, and my god, like blown away. And then when I got into VR and actually could like so many times I wanted to like head pat and give people hugs, and I finally could do that, I cried. When I gave someone a hug for the first time and they said like, dude, now we can hug each other, that that was next level for me.
Yeah, it's very emotional because it can feel so real. And
Hmm.
that's something that I don't think I ever would have thought that that was possible before I knew about VR chat.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like I don't really have phantom sense. I mean, I get like a little bit on my head, but I think it's because I have ASMR, like the tingles, the back of the
Oh, yeah,
scalp
yeah.
thing. So sometimes when people like rub my head like that, I can kind of feel it. You know, embarrassing, I'll say it. I have a little bit of phantom sense, but ever since I started using a female model for almost a year now, when someone just tries to touch me like in my chest, I kind of feel something. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, I kind of tingle. Like, what? I'm like, bro,
I get
bro.
oh shit. I get phantom sense really bad on my arms, my
Okay,
hands, and like my face and head and like shoulders. But I don't get anything like on my legs or anything like
okay.
that. I think it's because I don't know, especially if I'm washing.
Mm,
If I'm watching something, I get it. Something that I do to a lot of people if they're not familiar with Phantom Touch when they first get VR
yeah.
is taking my finger and doing this, like, because that, like, I can feel that.
Mm,
It's not like an intense feeling, it's like a slight tingle, but
okay.
I don't know. To me, Phantom Sense is like muscle memory. You remember what it feels like to touch that part of your body. So when you see it in
True.
VR, your brain tricks you into thinking that you're actually being touched like that. So
I get you. Yeah.
I don't know. That's how I see it.
For me, like I guess you can technically train yourself to have phantom sense, right? I've never really tried to. I've really like if I'm like in a really quiet place, like I feel like if I'm like in a club or something, it wouldn't happen. But if I was like by myself with somebody and they were like doing this to me, I could probably start feeling something. They just have to
Yeah.
be it's the same thing with me with ASMR. If it's like really noisy and stuff, like if I'm by myself, I put the headphones on, I listen to some ASMR, like just some really soft noises, I'm all immersed. But I think that's just me. I think it needs to be a particular situation that I might start feeling it.
My husband's in your chat now.
Yeah, I noticed that. Hey, Melons, what's up, dude? Um, anyway, so you talked about your first experience in VR. What about your first experience with full body? How was that for you?
That was recent.
Okay.
I got full body. I think it's only been a couple of weeks, if that. Um, it's weird. But I didn't think I was gonna use it that much because and I'm sure we'll get more into that
Mhm.
topic later, but I'm disabled,
Mhm.
so I have like nerve damage in my spine, so I can't stand a whole lot without pain. But when I'm in VR, I don't notice it as much, so I can stand for longer.
Mhm.
But I didn't realize how much it was going to benefit me to get full body. Because I've already been building up my muscles more, which is
Mhm.
really, really good. But yeah, I didn't think I was gonna use full body that much, but I don't like coming on without it now.
I get you.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, I love it. I
I
love full
I feel
body.
the same way as I say when I'm not in my full body. I mean, it's literally just sitting on my desk. It's just when I do interviews, I fly away too often. But when I use my full body, I stand around and like when I got full body, I can actually because I used to actually have a Connect, which is really bad. And
I tried that. It
yeah,
didn't work
it's
for
it's
me.
terrible. It's terrible. I would not recommend the Connect. But getting full body and be able to kick and like dance, and I'm telling you, every time that someone gets full body, the first thing everyone does is they find the cutest or the hottest model they can find, and you go right to the mirror and you start staring at yourself and you start shaking your hips and you
I
know,
didn't do that.
oh, you didn't
You
do
want to know
that?
what I did first?
Okay, what'd you do?
Yeah, I kicked all my friends in the face.
Oh, okay. Damn, what the hell?
I'm
That's
sorry.
that's crazy. You beating people up. I mean, when I got full body,
Yeah.
when I got VR for the first time, I did punch people in the face, so I technically did that.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't know. I like kicking people.
Okay, I get it. It's fine, you know. If some people like to get kicked in the face by a strong woman, you know.
Melons does. Yeah, he likes it. This interview got real weird real
Uh,
fast.
okay, well, interesting relationship we have here. I understand now. I understand who's the top and the bottom now. Anyway, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
What's one thing that you wish you would known when you first started playing VR chat? Like, in terms of like, oh, I didn't know how to add people, oh, I didn't know how to do certain things, or I wish I knew this.
I wish I knew that I could buy avatars and customize them instead of using public ones, I think.
Okay.
Like, I wish I would have known that pretty early on.
Okay.
I
Sorry.
spent a lot of time world hopping and looking for models and struggling with like only being able to save 16 and stuff. And if I would have known that I could upload my own really, really early, I probably would have been working on like learning how to make them more, and I'd probably have more knowledge about it now.
I get you. When you first got VR, I always ask this question. When you took off the headset, did your arms feel weird or your hands?
Everything felt weird. Like everything felt weird. But what? Sorry, he just walked through the room. My disassociation was worse, I think.
He heard
after I
he
took
heard
off
what I
the
was
headset
saying.
for the first time.
Don't worry about it.
Oh no, he's checking the mail, I think. You checking the mail? Did you know you're cute?
Anyway, yeah, you saying you everything felt weird?
Yeah, I felt more disassociated after using it than like before.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of weird to deal with. But yeah, looking at my hands in real life after being in VR was like, I don't know, it was just really weird. I just now realized that this avatar's fingers move when she's idling. That's cool. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was super weird. Like, my hands didn't feel real anymore almost. But for the first couple of weeks of using VR, I was so sick. Like, I was getting motion sickness so bad. I got used to it eventually, though.
What kind of advice would you give to someone who's first wants to get into VR or VR chat? Like, what's something that you would tell someone like, oh, hey, this is some good advice if you want to get into VR chat or VR?
Use safety settings.
Hey, you don't want to get crashed. You don't want to get you don't want to get. Hey.
Safety settings. That and pace yourself when you first start using VR.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you start feeling sick, it's okay to take your headset off for a little bit and then put it back on, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna force myself to stick with this and it's gonna be fine, but no, I just made myself sick. So
Okay.
yeah, pace yourself.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I don't know. Also, you can make really, really meaningful connections with people in VR. So just, I don't know. There are some people that look at VR as like, oh, it's just a virtual reality, so I shouldn't respect other people's personal space, or I shouldn't see it as a real friendship or whatever, but you definitely should. Because you can, I mean, I'm a prime example. I married somebody from VR chat.
Mm-hmm.
And my best friends in the entire world I met here, so.
That's wholesome. Like to meet someone, to marry them, to have a lot of good relationships, friends, hang out every day. That's incredible. You know, you are the prime example of what is the future. You know, like who would have thought 10, 15 years ago? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna play this VR game and I'm gonna find someone and marry them. Like that's. To even like 10, 20 years ago, playing a video game, you're like, that's for nerds, that's for geeks, that's for people who don't have lives. And now look at us, 2020, you know? The future is now.
Yeah, I'm constantly impressed with how things are going in VR chat. Like some of the new worlds that are coming out, just the development of the technology and just, it's crazy. I feel like we're gonna see all of that stuff before other people do that aren't familiar with VR or VR chat. And I don't know. I like that. I think that's pretty cool.
We're the pioneer. We're gonna be the boomers. We're gonna be like back in my day, VR chat, and you be like, damn, you damn Zoomers, you and your damn $10,000 haptic suits. What the hell, man? Back in my day, we have Phantom Sense. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my boomer
That's
voice.
hilarious.
Yeah, the VR boomers.
That was good. Impressive.
Yeah, thanks. Sometimes I can do voices. Sometimes I'm funny, and sometimes I'm not. Anyway, what advice would you give to someone who wants to seek a relationship in VR chat, who wants to date someone or find someone special?
Be friends first.
Okay.
Honestly, in any relationship, I think you should be friends first. I think it's the healthiest way to do it. Really get to know somebody. Be careful because you don't always know who a person is because
Mhm.
you can put on any face on the internet, even in VR, especially in VR. So just protect yourself and stay guarded, but also be open-minded.
That's some good advice. Hey, anyone listen out there, take that advice. It's important. Um, do you have any expectations for 2020 in terms of VR chat? Like, have you checked out the virtual market for? Have you interested in anything like udon related or anything like that?
I have been going to all of those udon worlds like crazy. Like myself, my husband, Radiant, and a couple other people were just kind of hopping
Mhm.
between the worlds and
Yep.
checking them out. And I don't know. I think that VR chat is going to progress really fast.
Okay.
Like, I think we're just going to keep seeing more of that.
Mhm.
And I'm hopeful that we do because it's cool. It is really, really cool. VR chat doesn't just feel like a social thing anymore. Like, it feels like there's so much to go and do that it's kind of hard for me to get bored because there's just a ton of stuff that's being added.
Mhm.
And I love it. I love the content.
Is there anything that you wish was made in VR chat? You're like, man, I really wish this was a thing or like an update or a feature.
Um, Kind of. There's this swimming world that you can go to, and I love being able to swim in VR
Mhm.
because and there I've only seen one world to do this so far where when you're on the top of the water, you actually move like this, like you would in
Yeah.
real water.
Mhm.
But that world is so hard to swim in. Like I felt like my arms were gonna fall off. So maybe a world that's easier to swim in as far as like udon stuff goes.
Mhm.
I love all the flying stuff. It's a lot of fun. Um, I don't know. I hope that they implement something where there's worlds where you can this sounds weirder than it is, but where you can interact with people's like dynamic bones and stuff. So when
Yeah.
you're cuddling in a mirror, you can play with the person's hair. I know that there's other things for that, but we don't do that because we're wholesome. Um,
I know what you're talking about.
but yeah, being able to go to worlds and do that, like if that was something that could happen in the future, I think that'd be cool.
There kind of is
Because
that
they've
thing.
got
There's a sorry to cut you off. There's a world that I have an avatar where you can hold hands. So like if
yeah,
yeah, that
hand
one.
holding. I
Yeah.
saw that. Yeah, we did that yesterday.
Mhm.
I'd like to see more of that, like where you can really interact with other people.
I get you. I feel like it should just be a thing in VR chat. Like where it should be off by default, but if you're friends with someone and you click them, you can like allow access,
Yeah,
and then
interact.
they can
Yeah,
interact and like touch your hair or whatever. So it's off by default, and only friends can do it. But I think that like you know what I mean?
that would be cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah,
Or
that's
even like specific people, if you want to allow only one person or only a couple people to do it,
yeah.
then yeah, that could work too. I don't I feel like that's a lot more immersive, like being able to see when you touch someone's hair.
Mhm.
Because I had one of my friends was like brushing my hair in
Mhm.
VR
Yeah.
because the hairbrush makes a brushing sound
Yep.
when you use it, and that's my favorite ASMR tingle is like hair brushing.
Mhm.
And it would have been so cool if I could see her like actually moving my hair
Yeah.
while she's brushing it. It would have been more immersive, I think.
There used to be an avatar that or a world that did that kind of like oh god, probably like a year and a half ago. They had it's called like Touch My Colliders or something like that. And it had a world like that where you can walk up to somebody and actually touch their hair and it actually worked. Only with those particular avatars, but it got banned and removed because you know what ends up happening. You know, people take it to the next level and they're always like take it down to Lewd Town.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah, that's why they should, like you said, have it as like a default thing where you can set it up on your actual VRC. That'd
Yeah.
be better, probably.
One thing I've always wanted is a DMing system. I always want to be able to DM people in this game. I should be able to like message people and be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I'm busy, by the way," because like the amount of times that people request off of me when I'm doing this talk show is probably like 30 people, and I mean I put my status as I'm doing an interview, but people still request. But if I can just DM them and say, hey, I'm busy, it might help.
It'd
Like,
be cool if they did it on like a cell phone. Like, you know how you have your
yeah, yeah,
camera
yeah.
or whatever? What if they added a button for DMing and you could DM, like text someone on your phone that's on your friends
Oh
list?
yeah, I could see that happening. That'd be
That'd be
cool.
cool.
But that you can just make the whole menu system into a phone. You just pull out your phone, you're like, and just phone just pops up, and you're just like, dude, because then you can use your finger just like a phone, but in VR.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool as hell.
Come on,
We,
VR
we just
chat.
invented something cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
come
come
on.
on, VR chat. Come on. What are you doing? I know you're watching my stream. Hey, come on, get to work.
That'd be very, very cool.
Anyway, moving on to another question here. Uh, what's one thing you want changed about VR chat? So we talked about features, but is there anything that you're like, wow, this is dumb. I don't like this thing, or like, I want to change one thing in VR chat. Like,
I I just want them to fix the friends list that keeps
same.
breaking. It's obnoxious. That is the only thing. And well, and I want more, even if you had to pay a couple dollars for it, like more
Yep.
save slots for avatars and
Yep.
stuff, I think
I agree on
would be
that.
cool.
100%. All right. Um, what inspires you to keep streaming and to make content in this game? Or, when you stream and talk to people and stuff like that.
Um, well, I started streaming, so this is like a little bit of a trigger warning for anybody who's like experienced loss. Just putting that out there before I say anything, but yeah, so my husband and I lost a baby on Christmas, this past year. And I I'm disabled and on disability. I've been disabled for 11 years now. Um, he would go to work and I'd be home alone just grieving, and I needed something to fill my time. And I had a best friend at the time in real life who was interested in seeing how VR works, but when she tried to put the headset on, she got really dizzy and really sick.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, hey, I'll just stream it and let you see it. But then other people started coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start streaming every day to take all of my time up, and so that I have something to do while he's busy. And now it's like turning into a career. And I I've had a pretty traumatic life. Um and I've never really seen much kindness.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, the people in my community have changed my life in ways that I can't even begin to thank them for. And they come in every day, and I'm very genuine all the time. If I'm sad, you're gonna know. I don't have a poker face. If I'm struggling with my mental health, my chat knows, and they help me through it. And we help each other through all of that kind of stuff. And so I stream every day because, for one, I want to show people that even if you do suffer from mental illness or have disabilities or anything like that, you can be happy, and you can um progress in life. And like I never thought I was gonna find like a husband or make so many friends or anything like that. And I I am blessed and lucky enough that streaming did that for me, like,
Mm-hmm.
with friends. And like, I don't know, I've never been this happy before. So that's why I keep doing it, and to spread positivity to everybody who watches.
That was a very important message. I would feel the same way about streaming. I started streaming because my friends just convinced me, like, when they're within a week of playing, and I never thought that I would be doing a talk show and talking to people and interviewing people and getting the stories behind the person and helping people out. I never thought I would be in the position where I am today. Um, I've had ups and downs with streaming, but in the past, I would say few months, I've had the best time I've ever had in my 2.5 years of streaming. I have so much fun just talking to people, having a good time. I look forward to, like, every Friday I go to Neko Nights and talk to my friends and or just hang out and stuff like that. I never thought that VR and playing video games would be such a ingrained part of my life. I just play games for fun, but to actually, like in the future, like go to conventions and not right now, obviously because of COVID-19, but in the future, the next year or the year after that, we're gonna meet these people face to face. Maybe I'll meet you at TwitchCon or any conventions, and we'll hang out and be like, "What's up?" Like I never thought that would happen, but it's all thanks to
Yeah.
streaming and VR chat. So
Yeah, I used to go to Neko nights and stuff like that, but I have really bad anxiety. So that's a lot of people. There's like
true.
that place is full wall to wall when you go on Fridays, and yeah, I couldn't do it anymore because I was getting really, really anxious. Um, but yeah, I hope to work through that by streaming. I think streaming has been helping me to get
Mhm.
through my social anxiety a little bit. And yeah, like I said, I cannot express how grateful I am to the
Mhm.
people that have joined my community. And like we don't just do VR chat, and we don't just um do that. Like we'll play games together, like we do Jackbox, like all that stuff. And it, like, I don't know, they're like my family now.
I get you. How you feeling right now? Because a lot of people, when I interview them, they always feel nervous or anxiety and stuff like that. Are you feeling good right now? Vibe check.
uh I'm a little nervous, but I think I'm good. You're pretty chill.
I'm
You're
just
easy to talk
chilling.
to,
I always
so
tell people when you come on my talk show, I literally just chill. Like if anything, I'm more nervous because I have to be the one streaming. I have to read from the chat and take questions. I have to run my stream, and half the time it explodes and dies. So I'm the one who's got the heart pumping and the anxiety, the sweats. But I still do it because I love what I do. So, but
I'm
anyway,
like,
sorry.
the
Go ahead.
most anxiety I had so far is like when you ask, tell me about yourself, because that's always a hard question to answer. Even like job interviews before I became disabled and stuff, I hated answering that question. So I'm like, I don't know, I'm weird, man. I'm just weird. Like, I have no
Oh,
idea.
I asked that question because I've done so many interviews that because some people who are watching right now may not know who you are. So sometimes people are like, "Oh, I'm a dancer in VRChat,"
Yeah,
or "Oh,
yeah.
I'm a singer," or something like that. It's just a quick way for people like, "Okay, this person's a singer. I get it." So that's why I always ask that
I'm just
question.
a little crazy. Just
Hey, it's okay.
chill. I don't know.
We're all a bit crazy. Look at me. I'm a dude and I play a female model. I must be crazy. That's what everyone tells me.
I think that's pretty normal. Like a lot of people do that now.
True.
But the thing is, would you rather look at a dude the whole time you're in VR chat, or do you want to look at a
Hey,
hot girl?
hey, true. Hey, any truers in the chat? Listen here, gamers. You're playing a video game and you're playing World of Warcraft and you're zoomed out. And would you rather stare at a man's ass or a woman's ass? Let's be real here, gamers. Come on.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
understand. I understand why you do it.
Yeah. I actually played a dude for a year and a half. It was a slow conversion. And then eventually I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna rebrand my whole channel and become the character I want to be. Here I am today.
It's hard to find good-looking male models in VR chat anyway, because most
True.
people make females, and if they're
Mhm.
dudes, they're usually meme avatars. So it's like it's tough. It's tough to find really good-looking male ones. My husband got super lucky and found one recently that we bought, but it took a long time to even find that one. So
Okay. Some people disagree. Some people like to play as. I mean, there's nothing wrong with playing a dude in VR chat. It's tough. When I played as a dude, it was tough because getting a model that was actually not just like a generic, what do you call it, like Wolf Boy, E Boy, whatever, Crasher Boy with a million
yeah,
tattoos. It was very difficult. So I had to pay a lot of money to get something made from scratch, and it was good. I had a beard and everything. It was really a high quality model. It's just that over time, I don't know. I just lost interest. I was just like, I don't want to play this model anymore.
I'm
And
sure if you're a dude, playing as a dude could be more immersive.
yeah,
So I understand why someone would want to, but yeah. I was just saying there's nothing wrong with wanting to play a girl because I mean, girls are so pretty.
true. Listen, the secret is that we all want attention. We all want to be called cute. You may be the most manliest man, but when you play as a chick and you have all the boys like going like, God damn, that's a nice. Hey, when all the boys are watching, you're like, oh hell yeah. It's
I
kind
don't,
of
do,
I treat it like
do you
camouflage.
like when see just like when boys just come up and like stare at your booty or your boobies?
I
Is that
mean,
why you use that one?
sometimes I mean, hey, so I mean, sometimes it's okay, but when it's a random, actually, I can tell you a mini story. So I went to a friend's plus a while, or probably like a month or so ago, and I was just vibing with my friends, and some dude I've never met before, not even on my friends list, just walked up to me and he just groped me. He was just like, "Nice titties, bro," and then I was just like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Yeah, you were asking for it, you slut," and I was just like, "Okay, dude, nice
Oh
try,
my
but." Yeah, I
god.
was just like, that's a
That's
quick block.
fucked up.
Hey, there's some fucking weirdos in this game.
And that's the thing I was saying about personal space, even if it's VR,
Yeah.
is like I panic if someone I don't know comes up to me and they start like touching me and like I don't know. It's still it doesn't feel right. Like
hmm
I think boundaries are still important even in VR.
I wonder that should be okay in VR chat right now. There's an option called personal space, but it just it makes it so when people come close to you, they disappear. But it should be the opposite, technically speaking. If someone gets close to
Yeah.
you, they can't see you anymore. That's the way it should be. Because then you can't don't have to worry about people mess with your phantom sense or touching you
Yeah.
or being weird or whatever. That's the way it should be. VR chat, hey, I know you're watching. Turn that. Come on. But yeah, that was only like there's only been like a few times where people have been like really weird. Like for example, I went to a Void Club once, and I I didn't talk. I pretended to be a mute with my full body. I was just like like dancing or whatever. And then like it's always funny when you see a bunch of guys like God damn, that's a thick ass or like whatever. And then you just turn on the mic. You're like, Yo, what up, bitch? And they're just like, Oh shit, it's a dude. I'm not gay. I'm like, Yeah, okay, dude.
But uh I don't go to Void Club mostly for that reason.
I don't
I
blame
don't
you.
want people to just walk up and be like, "Oh shit," especially now that I have full body
hmm
because I don't know. People stare a lot when you have full body.
Of course. The drop hits the floor. They're like, "Oh my god, I never seen a woman before. What's that?"
Yeah.
God
Well, the type of
damn.
people they are, they probably haven't.
Yeah, true. Hey, any truers? I never seen a girl in real life before. What are you talking about? All I know is my right hand. Holy shit. Anyway, um, we'll start taking some questions in the chat, by the way. So I might as well say that now. We're coming up on close to almost an hour here, so I might as well start taking some questions from the chat. So if anybody has any questions for B and I, uh, women, what are those? They don't exist on the internet. Yeah. What do you mean? I'm a woman right now. Got 'em. Um, fun fact: B has said on record, and I quote, "My husband is the only reason I'm not a lesbian." Is that true?
Yeah. If not for him, I'd be with women. But he's just special. He's just something different. He's
I
the
mean,
only dude for me.
you can still have some girlfriends in VR chat. That's always a thing.
Yeah, I got Squee. We just we have a thing. I think she's in the chat.
Nice. I got 151 waifus. Does that mean it? Does that count?
I mean, yeah, it makes you kind of a badass.
Yeah. Listen, I played as a dude. I said I was gonna collect 151 waifus, and then I after getting 151, I became a waifu myself. So, yeah, the grand journey. I absorbed their
You leveled
power.
up.
Yeah, I leveled up. I absorbed their power. I was like, you ever watch Dragon Ball Z? I was like Goku. I was like the Spirit Bomb. I was like, lend me your strength, waifus. And then I became a waifu. A Spirit Bomb. You know.
I've never seen
Dragon Ball Z.
that
All right.
or
Well, now I just
any
came like,
anime. I've
okay.
never watched anime
Well,
before.
I'm a crazy person. That's what it probably just saw. I was like, this guy's fucking mental, dude. Why'd you just do that? We
No,
just
I know what it. I know what it is. I've just never seen it.
okay. Um. Do you like Lothon because he spooked you? Kitten Lover 07 said that.
Dude, I fucking love Lolithon. He's such a good friend, and he spreads so much positivity, and like I can't thank him enough because
Mm-hmm.
he's helped me out a lot. He's good person, really good person.
Okay. To catch the wife, you must become the waifu. Who was the first person? Who was the first person who scared you if their avatar typical mine man said that?
Oh, probably Lollathon. I didn't. So here's the thing. Like I said before, I've never ever watched VR chat streams or
Mm-hmm.
YouTube videos before, like starting my own stream. So I was completely like I didn't know who the streamers were,
Mm-hmm.
and I inadvertently kind of accidentally met Artsy.
Okay.
Artsy was hanging out in the world, and he said something lewd, and I muted him. And then a week later,
Damn. Got him.
a week later, I went in to his stream because I was like, okay, if I'm gonna be streaming, I should probably follow other ones. That way I have people to raid afterwards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I typed in the chat and he was like, you fucking muted me. And I was like, what?
Oh shit! Called out. Damn.
Yeah, he's like, you muted me. So then I ended up, he ended up, we sent, I don't remember who sent a friend request, but somebody did. And I started hanging out with him a lot and we became friends. And then one day I'm hanging out with Artsy and all of a sudden a spider crawls up my arm.
Oh shit.
And I screamed, and it was Lollathon, and that was my first time like meeting him or even knowing who he was.
Damn.
And I was like about to block his avatar, like hide his avatar, and my
Yeah.
chat was like, "Wait, what? Who? Do you not know who that is?" It's like, "No, should I?" I'm like, "Yeah." I felt so stupid, but yeah, I ended up being in worlds with him quite a few times. Then he ended up sending a friend request. And we've been friends ever since.
Nice. Yeah, I've known him for literally as long as I've been playing this game, almost 2.5 years. He's a good man. I know him before.
Yes.
I remember when he streamed, he had like 2 viewers, and I would host him all the time. I was like, bro, this guy's gonna make it, and now he has. So I was right. Anyway, any more questions for B or I? B needs to be showered with love. True. Love is for all. You know.
Dang. No you. Uno reverse.
Um, has he ever scared you with a cockroach? There's a lot of Lolathon questions here. Interesting.
I hate the cake roach. I
Okay.
hate it. I hate it so much.
What's your favorite movie?
Girl Interrupted maybe, or Alice in Wonderland.
How did you meet Sugar Cube?
I don't remember.
Okay.
She
Nice.
Sugar Cube adopted me in VR chat. So, I'm trying to remember how we met. I think it was just from being around Radiant and Artsy a lot and Wallathon, and then we just talked a lot and became friends that way, but I don't remember exactly how we met.
Damn. You're mentioning all my good
Love her.
friends. You mentioning all my good friends. I've interviewed all those people. Damn. And now I've interviewed
They're
you.
amazing
Now
people.
now I've come full circle. You know.
Yeah.
Were you mad about the whole Beeowitch thing?
No, I'm not. I'm still not mad about the Yacht thing. It's funny. It's a meme. I have now become a meme and I'm fine with it.
Hell yeah.
I love memes.
How
Do
did
you
you?
even know what they're talking about?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you here. I'm assuming it's something to do with PP. You know?
Yeah, I was like falling asleep
Okay.
on stream,
Mhm.
and I listen. To be fair, I haven't exactly addressed this too much, but I do have bladder issues. But Lollathon came up and scared me, and I pissed my pants,
Damn.
and I had to like end my stream for a little bit.
Does he
Yeah.
know? Does he know that you did that?
It's happened twice.
Oh,
He did it
shit.
again yesterday, and yeah.
Oh
Yeah, he
no.
knows. He calls me Piotr, and I call him Baldathon. So
Oh shit! Hey, got him. Hey, listen, you can't grow that hair back. It's gone forever, bud. Got him.
uh,
It sounds like he owes you some extra new pants. I'm just saying.
maybe.
He did it yesterday. Everyone's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying I wanted to make I don't know how to do like the gesture overrides, but I was gonna do, if I could figure it out, one where like maybe if I do the R&R, a wet floor sign, caution wet floor sign pops up.
Hey, you could. It is possible. Do you remember meeting Beep boop, or what I like to call her Rose Doodle.
Yeah, Rose and I met in a world with Radiant a while back. Didn't know who she was, but thought her voice was cute. But we were both being really inappropriate and stupid. And I don't know, we just ended up being friends after that.
Nuggies, nice. She gives
We
me
put her in a cauldron and we're cooking her alive. So, yeah, that's
nice.
how we became friends.
Yeah, that's whew, that's how I make my friends too. Put them in a cauldron and just slowly cook them alive. I understand. Yep, that's yep, relatable. Anyway, any more questions from the chat, ladies and gentlemen? Uh, I have one question I could ask. It's always a good question to ask. So my question is, what are you grateful for, just in general, or related to streaming or VR chat?
Honestly, just the connections that I've made have impacted my life like in ways that I can't explain. I don't think before Melons, before VR chat and Twitch that I've ever been happy in my life. I was a very, very unhappy, miserable person, and I think I've grown up a lot
Mm-hmm.
because of the connections that I've made, and I just I don't feel alone anymore. And I think that's the thing I'm most grateful for is not feeling alone.
It's incredible. I feel the same way. Right now I'm home alone. I got my dog with me, and that's it. But hey, I boot up VR chat. I put in my headset. Sometimes I put in my full body, and I got all my friends. I join off my friends. We hang out, we have a good time, and I laugh. And I take off my headset, and I was like, "Damn, that was a good day." That was fun. Just like last year when I was with Nickel Nights and I was chilling with my friends. It was incredible. It was amazing. So
Yeah,
I'm
the
quite
VR chat can be really beneficial.
yeah, I'm quite the in real life. I'm like the most like introverted person, but when I put on the headset, I become like the extrovert. I'm always about the
I
parties and
feel
the
that.
yeah. I'm like, hey, where's shots? Yo, where's the 40s, boys? Hey, let's go, boys. Drinking tonight? Let's go. So
Yeah, I don't drink because heart condition, but even if I didn't have one, I wouldn't because I would be stupid. Like I am stupid enough without alcohol. I'd get myself into some trouble.
uh, if you weren't affected by your accident, what would you be doing? I'm Chump says.
Um, I went to college for psychology,
Okay.
so I might be a therapist by now. Or I'd still be doing photography, probably.
Okay. I get you. I'm in college still. I have a diploma in interactive media design, and I'm working on my second diploma for office administration executive. So I'm getting there,
That's cool.
gamers. And then
Yeah,
on the side, I stream. So yeah, but all my classes are online now, so I guess I'll be streaming more. Woohoo!
I did online school anyway
Yeah, I
when
get
I
you.
went. It
hmm
was easier.
For me, I prefer in class because I'm just lazy. But if I go to, I have to focus. I can't like be like, there's no distractions, right? Because I feel like I never been tested for ADD, but I feel like I have a minor case of like attention deficit disorder because I do feel like I'm getting distracted. I'm like, oh, one more YouTube video. Oh, one more stream. Oh, it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm dead tired and I have this assignment due in 3 hours. Well, fuck. It's just like, all right, dude. So, but if I'm in school, like
Yeah.
I'm like zoned in. So,
Yeah, I have like with my mental illness, I have like some short-term memory stuff.
mm,
So I'm very forgetful and it's very hard for me to keep on track. So I actually have like one of my mods helps me remember everything I need to remember for
hmm
stream because I'm just like I'm not there. I just brick wall, you know.
I keep pro tip: is keep a journal and just have it on your desk and write things down.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even remember to write it in the journal. Like I'm that
Oh,
bad.
oh my god, that's why I write it down immediately. I'm like, I actually do. I don't think I have short term memory or anything like that, but I do forget some things. But like, I write it. I go on my desktop, I have this big fucking notepad. I write everything I do. And I'm like, and then I'm like, oh shit, I don't remember what I was supposed to do. And then I check my notepad, like, oh hell yeah, now I remember. Now I run. That's how I run a
Yeah,
talk
if
show. Hey.
If something happens like while I'm streaming and I need to remember, I just like yell at Chup and tell him to write it down, and then he sends it to me in a message, so I can go back and read it later.
Okay, I get you.
He's been
Um,
very helpful.
we're coming close to almost an hour, so I guess we'll take like one or two more questions. Just everyone. I'm sorry if I can't get to every single question. It's just I'm just picking them. So if I can't answer your question or we don't have enough time, I'm pretty sure B can answer them at any given time on our stream. Um, what's good advice for people that are heading to college?
Uh, I don't know because I regret I regret going to college because now like
Oh
I
shit.
can't do anything with my degree. I'd say make sure that you're educated, like learn all of your options. Make sure that colleges are accredited. Do your research, basically. Like
Okay,
really, really do your research.
I get you. One second. I saw a question here, but it went off my screen. So give me a second here. Um, Here it is from Rocky. Is there? Sorry, let me switch the camera. Is there any message you would want to spread? You mentioned positivity, but anything specific?
Uh, just that it's possible to be happy in spite of your circumstances. Like it may seem like things are pretty hopeless,
Mm-hmm.
but just keeping a positive mindset and working towards a better future can really change things for a person. Like I never ever thought I'd be happy like this. Like I really didn't because I came from like I don't know, I don't want to go too into detail because I don't know what you're comfortable with on your talk shows, but
I mean, I've talked about a lot of stuff, but if you don't want to, it's up to you, right? Like we're almost near the end, so I don't know if I want to, end
yeah,
on
just
some serious stuff.
yeah, just whether you come from like an abusive background or anything like that. It sometimes it seems hard for people, particularly with like bad families or a bad background, to even think that you have the capability of finding happiness or,
Mm-hmm.
a better, healthy future. But you can. Like in spite of circumstances, you really can.
I understand, but just checking over here. I understand. Like, that's why I always say, like, I always tell people, like, it's funny because some people come to my chat and they're like, "Man, I really wish I could buy Beeowitch." And I'm like, "What do you mean it's free?" It's like some people don't even know this game's free,
Yeah,
and I'm always just like, "Hey,
yeah, I've had that too.
even if you're don't even have VR, play VR chat. You won't regret it. You don't lose anything. It's free, full refund. I mean, like it's worth at least trying out for at least a day or an hour. And I know that sometimes you might go to a public world and like you'd be like, oh, these toxic people. But trust me, with enough time and effort, and you really look for some nice friends or people or join a community. You can maybe hang out if a streamer is open to accepting people, or you go to events like Dance VR and stuff like that. Those are events where people go to dance and hang out, and a lot of those people are really nice. So yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's seriously, VR chat has changed everything for me. So I'm very grateful to have found it.
Okay. I guess we'll start closing up here. So what I like to say is, I'll put the camera on you in a second here, and then if you want to have any final statements or anything you want to say, if you want to plug yourself, you're gonna be streaming after this, I believe, right?
Hmm.
Okay. So
Restarting right afterwards.
yeah. So I don't know if you want to start now and then maybe have like an AFK screen or something. You probably want to do that because I'm going to be
Yeah,
ending
let
in
me do
about a
that real
couple
quick.
minutes. But anyway, I'll toss it to you, and then you can say your piece. Be like, hey guys, come to my channel, or like, hey, I got this event going on, or anything like going on. Um, yeah, just let people know more about you, and if you have any plans or anything going on.
Hold on, let me put this live real quick. There we go. All right. I don't know. Final thoughts. I guess subscribe to Rebel.
Hey, 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 when I tell people that like, hey, plug yourself, they're always like, plug me instead. What the
Like, listen,
heck?
you can follow me as well if you want to. We're pretty crazy. Our community is great though. We have so many people that just like after streams we hang out in the Discord and usually play like Fallout or whatever and
Yeah.
get the community involved and We've got a great group of people, but we are the asylum, so yeah, we're nuts. We're crazy.
I get you. Rigged.
Seriously,
No.
sub to Rebel.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So anyway, I'll say my final piece. Anyway, I'm your host, That One Rebel. This is my talk show, Late Night with Rebel, and I do these interviews almost every single day. So if you like what you see, hey, hit that follow button because tomorrow I'm going to be interviewing Mel Chichi, a YouTuber, and then on Monday I'm going to be interviewing Flynn at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then tomorrow it's going to be 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just to let you know, if you haven't already, hit that follow button. Like I said, if you want to subscribe, hey, Twitch Prime, hey. Lamau. It's up to you if you want to.
Lamau.
Hey, Lamau. What else is there to say? I do this almost every day. I plan on doing some podcasts, so if you want to hang out and watch some podcasts where I interview multiple people, that's always an option. And what else? If you haven't, you can also donate bits, and then it goes towards like playing sound effects. So if you want to troll me or the interview, that's always an option as well. But anyway,
See, at least you have normal ones. My sounds are just screaming.
oh, I got some screaming. I got some interesting ones. Most of them are kind of wholesome, like clapping or whatever, and some of them are kind of like, wow, whatever you just said was dumb. And I'm like, wow, thanks, chat. So chat control me. Anyway, so before we go, or before you go on your adventure and I toss you the raid here, my good friend Pixel over there that's been sitting in the audience is going to be taking a picture of us because they have this cool camera system that I don't have, and it allows them to take really cool pictures. So they're going to be taking a picture, and so basically we'll take the photo, and then I'll toss you the host/raid, and be on your way.
Okay.
All right, Pixel, it's time. Also, thank you to everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you want to come back for another interview, you're more than welcome to.
Okie dokie. Thank you.
Of course.
It was nice. It was fun.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Audience commands wasn't used much. I mean, the audience command, you got to pay money for it. I mean, not everyone's going to give money, you know? It is what it is. Yeah, we jump scare a lot? Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
They're trying to make you go pee-pee pants. Come on, guys.
I go live every single day, and every single day they scare the shit out of me. It never fails.
Damn. Sounds like torture. Yeah,
heck yes!
There you go. There's 100 for 100. Heck yeah. It said heck yeah to make you go pee-pee pants. Well.
Oh my god.
It is what it is. All right. We'll stand up here, so you can please. All right. You ready? Hold on. I'll disable this.
Oh god, I'm so short.
That's fine. I can. Do you have play space mover? I can short myself, or you get higher.
I can come up.
I'm just a big, thick anime wife, you know. I'm just a, you know.
Yeah. Am I good?
Yeah, we're good.
I don't know if this is a good face or not, but we're gonna pretend.
Hold on. Wait. This is how I do it. You take the camera, you put it over here. I always have to look at myself in the mirror. Because I don't know what expressions I'm doing. I don't want to have a derp face, you know. I feel really embarrassed. I'm like, damn, I'm having this really bad face.
I like this face. This face works.